Ideally, the best time to start with a financial plan is when you're planning to have a life together with somebody. So it's not necessarily after you've bought the house or after you've had the child, but if you really want to go into this knowing what the costs are associated with these big life decisions, I mean, these are kind of, buying a house is your largest asset that you're probably ever going to have. Having a child, an irreversible decision. So ideally, a couple would come to me and say, we're recently married. We want to make sure we don't make the mistakes that we've seen, you see in the market. There are tons of stories about people who overbought houses or bought a house that they thought that they could get out of in 5 years and they were going to flip, but now they realize that they're underwater, the market isn't going to rebound in enough time. So now they're coming to me saying, how do we get out of this hole that we're in? So, ideally it'd be great if a couple could start when they're first married. That's really not the reality so far, although I have seen a trend in the last year where more married couples are coming before they've purchased the house or had the child. But more often than not, a lot of clients come to me because they're in a difficult situation. Or even if they aren't in a difficult situation, they have a large mortgage payment, they already have the 2 kids, and they're trying to figure out, how do we balance all of this? How do we balance meeting the short-term obligations with the long-term goals of, taking a real vacation every year and sending your kids to college and not having to worry about it, and making sure that all along you're still saving for retirement and making the right decisions for those retirement portfolios, which most people have put their head in the sand and not really wanted to look at. And that's what I do. I do the things that most people don't want to do for themselves. And another reason to come work with a financial planner is really because most people don't have the time to do all the research. Most people don't have a time to look at not only, how do I budget effectively and make sure I can make ends meet and save for all my goals, and then look at, what's the best way to save for college? Am I saving enough for college? What about my retirement? Should I be making changes to my portfolio? Insurance, am I underinsured? Am I overinsured? So if you have a ton of time, you could go out to all these online resources and different professionals and get the answers to your question. But that's going to take you a lot of time, and most people don't have that time. So when you work with a financial planning professional, you get all of that done, and it's expedited and it's customized for you. So you've saved a lot of time and you're not missing those opportunities. All of a sudden you're seizing the opportunities and really making your money work for you.